Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we are producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button on our channel, and you can follow me individually at Just Analysis 1 and at Kash at Mangeko0. So when we last looked at Solana, we identified a breakout above a triple top that would likely coincide with the conversion of it turning into a bull market on its $2.50 3 box reversal chart, which is exactly what has happened. And then it's kind of stalled around that 102.5 level, which is, I mean, okay, I gotta tell you, out of all the major cryptos, Solana is one that has had the ugliest, most difficult looking move, a position to move higher than really anything. Couple that with the issues with its network, it's just had kind of a miserable experience, and it is really struggling to get back above inside this prior bull flag, which is this light blue channel. It's a linear regression channel or band, depending on the software you use. I think this is, yeah, it's called a band on Optima. But okay, so yesterday, the close, it didn't even look like it would close that bullish yesterday, but it pulled it off. And I mean, that was a nice drive higher that Solana had. 16.4% move. That's pretty strong. So it moved back above the Tenkan Sen and the Kijun Sen, closed above it, halted right up against the bottom of that prior bull flag, and struggling to get back above it. So even if it gets above or inside the bull flag, then it needs to really. Getting to $100 seems very difficult, and holding it even more so. But even above that, then you've got this chunk of yuck over here. So you've got the 50% fib retracement at 112. You have a high volume node in that same area. You have the bottom of the cloud, Senku Span A. You have a prior 100% fib expansion zone. Actually, we can get rid of that. It's not. It got hit twice, so it's invalidated. But and then just above that, you have the midpoint there at 115. So yeah, between 110 and 115, there's another major cluster of resistance that Solana needs to get above. And for Solana to convert into a bull market within the Ichimoku system, it needs to close above the cloud, which means it basically needs to have like a 45% rally from where it's at, just to get to a position where it would begin to qualify for a new bull market, bullish expansion phase. That's on the Ichimoku chart, though. From a point figure perspective, it has already, and price action perspective, it has already converted into a bull market. But don't be surprised to see a little bit of a pullback. When things break the dominant bear market angle here, they often experience a pullback fairly quickly. Not all the time, but definitely you could see a pullback here, print, and then what would be awesome actually is for it to pull back to 92.5 and then form another reversal column. That'll set up a bullish catapult, and that will generate some massive moves higher. That would be the best scenario, I think, because just the triple top break is not that strong, but you get a bullish catapult set up on the point figure chart. Oh man, that's a crazy rally just waiting to happen. But I will leave it there. As far as downside risks, upside potential here is definitely, I think, until we visit this again on Friday, limited to that 110 to 115 zone. And the downside risks should be limited to the $80 range. I really don't see it dipping further below that. It did hit the 75 zone I talked about, but that was more of a touch than an actual traded range. But yeah, that's what I see. I'll pass it off to you, Akash. I'm not sure what you're looking at.
Thank you, John. So for Solana, right, the last time we discussed this, I mentioned two possible scenarios. If the daily demand zone here, extending from 68 to 82, fails and we produce a daily candle close below that, then I'm expecting Solana to continue going lower and fill this FVG, which extends from roughly $45 to $65, right? And so far, that hasn't taken place, right? And the last time we discussed this, I also mentioned Solana setting up a double bottom here at roughly $81. And as you can see here on roughly 2 days later, which is on 24th Feb, the price pierced below this equal lows to collect liquidity, which was followed by an uptrend. Right, so far it hasn't really produced a higher high above the 15th Feb swing high, and is attempting, but I believe we are going to see something like this play out before we pierce this daily breaker extending from 115 to 171. So for me, the upside for Solana is capped at 117, and that's where I'm expecting to book profits if I enter long position, right? And as for the downside, a daily candlestick close below 68.5 will obviously invalidate this bullish thesis, but also open the path for the bears to take control and crush Solana down to $45. So that's pretty much it for my analysis on Sol.
Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.